race number 9 of the FIM Motocross World Championship. Here we are at the Aulnay for the Fiat Professional MXGP of France. We're mostly halfway through the season. Anything can happen. Let's see what today's race will bring.
Hi everybody and welcome back to some more MXGP Pro here on this channel. I'm KPG-GOONER here and this is part number 9 of my official Rider Championship. Now we're going to get straight into the qualifying session in France. This is a very tough circuit and this is going to be a real challenge. So let's get straight into the qualifying session and hopefully get a decent time. God dear, we're really struggling today. I still haven't put a decent lap in and it looks like the time's just been beaten again, so it's a 1:34.2. Got no idea who set that, but we haven't even put a decent time in at all yet. Really struggling, but let's see if we can get one in now. Let's keep it inside, drive it down the hill, and no, oh damn, I've come off again. Right, let's see if we can do better on this lap. Let's see if we can at least... We just got to stay on the bike. Oh dear, we've gone wide in that turn. Now, I actually forgot how difficult this circuit is. It's very challenging. And yeah, I think there's going to be quite a few crashes in today's race. Oh, gone wide again. Back on track. And keep steady. And again, we're going off circuit. Get back on. And that's nicely done through the... Oh, what the hell? We've come off again. That's 5 times in a row. Right, that's a nice angle there. Keep it on the circuit. We just need to stay on for a lap. That's all we need. We are officially the slowest on the circuit at the moment, and we're right in 22nd place. I mean, if we go into the race in that place, fair enough, when we're just going to have to battle hard. But I want to at least put a competitive time in, but I just can't stay on the bike. And it's... Oh, made a mistake again. Oh, luckily we got away with that one. Back on... And again, almost came off. Did you see that? So that was a save and a half. Right, let's keep it steady over this section. Turn it in. Go back down the hill. And that's nicely done. Oh, we're getting towards the... Oh, just as I said it. Only a couple of corners. This could be our first clean lap. And, oh, we've got a little bit tight. Oh, that is a difficult turn. And, oh, you absolute idiot. Oh, that served you right. Coming off as well. But you've completely ruined my lap. Oh, this is a nightmare, but we've still got 10 minutes, but seriously, this is a joke. Right, let's go on the outside, make sure we don't get run off in the inside, back up the hill. Oh, we're almost at the end, but I don't think this is going to be a really quick lap. We're not going to get a 1:34.048. And, oh, this difficult corner, and to the end. Oh, bloody hell, what the hell was that? Oh, I went down the wrong side. Seriously, that is comical. Now we've only got one more lap to try and put a decent time in. Oh, this is a joke. Right, so that is the end of the qualifying, and thank God for that. Absolutely terrible. And we only got 15th place in qualifying, but at least we know the circuit. We know we're going to struggle. I think there's going to be loads of crashes. But if we can get top 10, I'll be very happy with that. Anyway, let's get straight into the race.
The seconds board is shown, the track is clear. Who will face the first bend head on?
If there's one time I actually need a good gate drop, it would be now, considering how slow we are. So let's see if we can get a good gate drop and drop the clutch. And that was just a little bit too soon. And that's going to cost us dearly. Right, let's just try and take an inside line. And ran straight into a couple of riders. But we've managed to squeeze through. But Kai Rowley is just blocking us off. Guys has gone past us. There's Hurlings. And I can't see who's in the lead, but we've got to be careful. Guys is back past us again. Let's just try and stay on the bike in these first couple of corners, and we've gone into the inside there, and that's not too bad. And back up the hill. Oh, don't come off the back of the bike. We've got to stop pulling back as we go up those sections, and we're actually in the lead, but how long will that last? I'm not sure. Right, just try and hold the outside line. Be careful we don't go down that inside, because we came off there a couple of times, and these corners are very tough, and we're battling hard. I can't believe we're at the front, but how long it will stay like that. And there's Kai Rowley just trying to get back in the lead, and he's just Oh God, almost 3 riders got past us, but we managed just to hold firm, and we're back into P2. Just try and keep it steady. We can't afford to come off on this first lap, otherwise it will be game over. Right, be careful down this section. Almost went straight to the board, and we're back into the lead. The back of the bike kicked out then, but we managed to stay on. Right, be careful. They're all going to run in that inside line, and we're going back up the hill again. Let's just try and keep an inside through this turn. Those last couple of corners before the finish line are very difficult and will pose a big problem. Got through there okay, and over the finish line. So we go into the next lap, and all the riders are going to start spreading out now. But there's Kai Rowley coming in the inside, and we're getting pushed out all the time in the corners, and 3 riders are in front of us now. We're down to P4, but we managed to take 2 of them in that turn, and we're back into second behind our teammate. Can we really push and fight with these riders around this circuit where we struggled all the qualifying session? And we're back into the lead through there. Right, don't come off here. Nicely turned in, and we are back in the lead. Right, let's keep it nice and steady again, pulling back a little bit too much on that section, but keeping it nice and tight. And we've just got to be careful in these slow corners. And again, we're going a little bit wide. Oh, that's when you lose the rear. And that's one thing I find on MXGP Pro, how easy it is to lose the rear on the bike. And it's really, really frustrating. And who's that behind us? I think that is Kai Rowley, and he is pushing hard. Let's see if we can just keep him. And another rider, Guys, is into the fight as well. So we've got 2 very experienced riders pushing hard, and they had much quicker times in qualifying. So we've got to try and hold them off as long as we can. Nicely turn back down the hill. Be careful we don't pull back on the bike. You saw what happened in the qualifying session when we came off, and that was really embarrassing. Right back up the hill. Let's see if we can get a decent lap time in. So this would be the first full lap. So let's see if we can get a decent time in and see where we can get. And the fastest time was a 1:34. What time is this going to be? So we just managed to hit a 1:35. So that is not a bad pace. If we had hit that sort of time in qualifying, we would have been further up the order, but we just couldn't stay on the bike. And Guys has just forced himself into the lead in the inside, but that's just trying to hold nice and tight. And I think Kai Rowley might slip past as well. Yes, he does, but we've got the inside line going into this left-hand turn, so we're back into P2. There is 2 laps to go, and we've got to battle all the way with these 2. Not going to be very good, because I guarantee you one of these 2 are going to take us off, because that seemed to be the story of the qualifying session, where the riders were just running me off in the inside all the time. I just couldn't stay on. But a lot of it was the fact that I was just not taking the right lines. And here comes Guys down the outside. We're trying to hold the inside, and luckily avoided him taking the back wheel, and we are back in the lead. And we can still hear Kai Rowley almost took Geyser off then. That would have been a bonus. But luckily he managed to hold firm, and we're struggling. Oh my God, we're really struggling to get traction back up that section. That is one of the hardest corners on the circuit. So we're sitting in P3. There's still half a lap to go, and then we're into the final lap of the race. Oh, that was a really, really risky move, and we've managed to just get ahead of Kai Rowley, chasing down Geyser, and I think Geyser is going to pull away up the hill. Seems to have a little bit more power in his bike, but can we take the inside here? And we have, and we're back into the lead. He's on the outside. This is a horrible corner, and don't you dare take me off. And we go over to the finish line into the final lap, and it's a 3-way battle. Look at this, all side by side. Right, I'm going to back off, take the inside, and I totally mugged them 2 in that turn, but they will come back up the inside into this turn. I can guarantee you that. And we just run it a little bit wider than we would like. Here comes Kai Rowley. He's taken the lead, and we've taken the inside again, and that's just run it into this section. And oh, Kai Rowley's just come off. Kai Rowley is off. He's made a mistake, and oh no, I've made a mistake as well. Oh God. And oh, seriously, I've been reset into the lead still. I don't know whether something happened to Geyser, or he wasn't close enough to overtake. We're definitely going to have to look at a replay to what happened to Kai Rowley as well on the final lap. But there's still a long way to go. Anything can happen. I can tell you now, Kai Rowley's still got a chance to catch up, because they were very, very quick. You saw the times they were setting. If they could set the sort of times they were setting in that qualifying session, they will catch up, because I'm not the quickest into the final corners. Right, that's not too bad. I can still hear Guys are very close behind. I can't afford to make any mistakes, especially through this section. But this is going to be very tight to the end. I didn't even think I'd be in this position after finishing 15th in qualifying and crashing probably more than 15 times. So let's see if we can just hold it. It's not too bad. And back up the hill. Oh, they're very close. Both of them are. So I'm not sure whether that was Cairoli. I think that might be Hurling. So Hurling's has come back into the fight. Right, final 2 corners. Are we actually going to take a win in France? I think we are. And there we go. What a victory. Unbloody believable. Considering how poor my qualifying was. That race was tough. And it was Jeffrey Hurling's. And Cairoli ended up coming 6th. So that is going to change up the standings. But before we get into that, I want to check out the replay. What the hell happened to Cairoli? I don't know whether it was my mistake or his mistake, but we're going to check it out right now. So let's get straight into the replay. Right, so here we are with the final lap replay where 3 of us were battling really hard. Geyser was taking the inside, Cairoli on the outside, but I managed to mug him in that first corner and I was into the lead. But it was always going to be tricky through these sections. I tried to take his fast line through there, managed to get back in the inside with Cairoli and Geyser on the outside. And as we came through this section, I think it was a mistake by Cairoli. That was not my error, but I did make an error here. And luckily, I got reset quick enough to come back into the lead of Geyser. He should have taken advantage of that. But let's have another view of on board with Geyser to see that accident. Right, so we're on board with Geyser here. Let's see exactly what happens. So he goes behind Cairoli, and Cairoli tries to cut into the inside, and he made a mistake before he made contact with me. He was already coming off, and that clears that up. But look at that mistake I made. A bit of a mistake, but luckily got away with it because he wasn't running very quick around that corner. Right, let's get into the final standings. Right, so we take another 25 points in this official rider championship in France. And in the next round, I think we go to Russia, another challenging circuit. Now, also, guys, did you see the teaser trailer 3 of MXGP, the official video game? I think there's definitely going to be a track editor in the new MXGP game. Really looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you soon for round 10 of this official rider championship. I think it's starting to get exciting. I'm really enjoying it, so I will see you very, very soon.